What does it look like when 100 farm incidents unfold? Today, WowTech brings you the answers. No guessing needed because we're diving in right now. Fast and Furious Downhill Drift Edition. You'd think Ghost Rider was just a Hollywood myth until you see this happening right out in the middle of a field. What actually happens to a pipeline when the water pressure gets way too high? We just got our answer from the main irrigation line over at the Adatipi project. The cows literally paid for front row seats to this disaster. Well, technically, there isn't a single drone stuck anymore because now we've got two of them stuck. When the grain silo finally decides it's had enough of holding everyone's problems. Straight out of the field and right into this mess. Pure luck, the delivery guy had already stepped out. Next time someone complains that farm produce is too expensive, just show them this. Milking a cow sounds simple until your customer starts getting nervous. After getting all its wheat stolen for days, the mouse finally fights back with absolutely zero damage.
There it goes! Go, go, go!
Honestly, why drop the tree right onto the fence? What would your advice be for this guy? As for WowTech, here's a word of advice. Trim the branches before you chop it down.
God damn!
Old tires can get brittle and crack after years of sun and rain, so check them before heading out to the field. You really don't want your workday ending like this. He's wondering why the truck bed is still empty while his hard work is busy making a pile on the ground. The peace on the farm was shattered when this tractor's engine burst into flames. Luckily, they got the fire out before it could spread. You get home at 5:30 p.m. after a long, productive day at work. When you want to go for a swim, but your tractor is way more excited about it than you are. This big guy just wanted a little affection, but he has zero idea how big and strong he actually is. While the PTO shaft is spinning away, the equipment attached to it is totally locked up. That speed difference generates enough heat to set the coupling ablaze. While searching for water to irrigate his olive grove, he hit an underground pressure pocket that erupted like this. That's definitely a good sign, right? Trying to stop a runaway machine with your bare hands? Make sure you're sharp and fully experienced before intervening. You definitely don't want to get caught up in that wild spin. Sometimes even F1 drivers have to tip their hats to the way these farmers handle a mini tractor. If grain bags could talk, this one would probably say, "Why did you stuff me so full? Now I have to suck it all back out." The leading cause of combine fires is dry straw sticking to the hot exhaust. That's why these combines need a good blowdown before heading out into the field. No matter how much you love animals, never try to rescue a panicked cow. You'll only make things worse and probably end up getting yourself hurt. The trailer is sliding down the hill, but hey, at least the feed delivery is on schedule. When you're 100% sure two basic wooden boards can hold your lawnmower up to the car, well, he still was luckier than the next guy in this clip. The sun bakes the ground, forcing warm air to rise and spin into a dust devil, wiping out all the stray straw on the road. Ever seen one in real life? He thought to himself, "No way, you're not treating me right, so I'll go find another family." Like a drama queen of a girlfriend, the tumbleweed huffed and rolled away without a second thought. As the pull started, the clutch cover couldn't handle the extreme torque and came flying off. A single blast of wind and a $15,000 greenhouse frame vanishes in just 1 second. Are you still sticking around? We've made it halfway through our 100 farm mishaps, but the most unbelievable ones are still ahead. Looks like someone's a little too excited for his checkup. A massive fire is raging, but why are tractors and combines driving straight into it? They're not just watching, these heroes are actually plowing up the dirt to build a fire break and save the rest of the crops. This forage harvester went so hard on its shift that it overheated and caught fire. Luckily, the driver noticed in time and escaped safely. Just because a cow's running wild doesn't mean it's aggressive. Sometimes it's just terrified. But the harder people try to corner it, the more it panics, and it ends up charging at anyone nearby. This flipped tractor kept plowing the field like crazy for another 30 minutes. With the engine roaring, nobody dared to get close. If you were there, how would you shut it down? Hay bales don't know how to dodge, so make sure you stay out of the drop zone. He's trying to make sure every cow gets a bite, but these cows clearly didn't come here to share. Without any suspension, losing control on the icy path and hitting a rough spot instantly snapped the wheel axle. Stuck between power lines on one side and a man lift on the other, the tree decided to fall straight onto the guy who caused the problem. Shifts over, and the trailer's still not full. Man, this farmer definitely had a tough day. Unloading from the bottom is fast. Just make sure you get out of the way before the whole load collapses. The second he stepped down, the tractor decided it was the perfect time to run off and do its own thing. Dry straw catches fire easily. Heavy machinery generates high heat. Put them together and it ignites in a flash. Both drivers are solid on their own, but clearly teamwork isn't quite clicking yet. Tried to fit a little extra to save a trip, but ended up wasting way more time and effort. Poked my head out for 1 second, got hit with absolute darkness, and boom! Teleported to a strange new land. Seeing months of hard work dumped all over the ground like this is just heartbreaking. Well, the nutrients for those 500 bushels of corn just took a little detour. Heavy rain and a steep road spinning the tires like this means it's time to call it a day. Save the hard work for a sunny afternoon. Trying to power over the obstacle, the monk hit the throttle a little too hard, instantly turning the tractor into a wild beast. Luckily, they brought it right back under control. Right idea, terrible timing, and one messy ending. Trailers are built to help out, but the second you park it in the wrong place, it will turn into a huge headache. Tough luck for him. The rock stayed trapped in the plow disc, and now he's down one sledgehammer. Normal farm day until the hay bale decided to go on a free trip. Why pay for diesel when the hay delivers itself? A muddy dirt road trapped this loaded truck deep in the mire. It took two heavy-duty tractors pulling together to haul it out. Also trapped in the mud, but this combine got a boost from 3 whole tractors. Looks like the wheel sank way too deep. Oh man, that rescue mission went completely wrong. Guess this rigid machine just can't handle terrain that demands flexibility. I hope the prankster actually owns that crop or he's getting yelled at big time. You'll realize just how dangerous this slide is when you see the rocky cliff just a few meters away. Nature just took out this heavy machine with one direct hit straight to the fuel tank. He only meant to film a routine farm vlog, but accidentally captured his combine catching fire. What an absolute heart-pounding moment. Mid-plowing, and suddenly the ground caves in with a full-on fault line. Still think farming is easy? When your tractor decides to go on strike, no amount of effort is going to hold it back. Who's bidding on me? I'll auction off myself. The audience area turned into absolute chaos as the bull made its escape. Shout out to this heroic operator for driving a flaming harvester clear of the field to save the farmer's harvest. Imagine what happens when you accidentally drop your tool into this massive haystack. Looks like giant marshmallows, but if these multi-100-pound hay bales roll off, it won't be a sweet ending. Wait, is that a wheel inside that hay bale? Guess the owner's gonna spend some time looking for their missing tire. Using the wrong-sized machinery can be far more dangerous than traditional felling methods. Farm work is already tough enough, but when it rains and turns the ground into a muddy mess, it gets 10 times harder. This fresh pile of green feed is soft and unstable, causing the vehicle to lose balance in a second. Luckily, only the trailer tipped over, leaving the tractor totally untouched. Have you ever tried squishing down the trash using your own body weight? Drop your comments below. Behind every harvest are machines working tirelessly and countless challenges they face. If you love stories about machinery and technology, hit like and subscribe to catch our next videos.